concerning for us is that the federal government can come in, because we are the recipient of federal financial assistance, and say, K-State, we think you violated Title VI. We can take all that funding away. That's access to student financial aid, might hit a little close to home, research dollars, right? And on, any federal grant of any kind. So that's why it matters. So we have to balance what we know to be the law, the one sentence of Title VI, with the avalanche of federal regulatory guidance that can change and has recently changed from time to time. So when we think about our non-discrimination obligations, where does that really resonate? Two buckets. First, a program or activity of the university that is perceived to provide a preference to certain individuals based on their race, color, or national origin. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. Second, kind of second bucket of activities that we're trying to pay attention to, expressive activities on campus. And we think about this in the national origin context. This is what we've seen at Columbia, a lot of schools on the coasts. The federal government is insistent that we review claims of discrimination in those contexts and redress any harm that may be done in those contexts. So, next slide. I promised you the text. Okay, here it is. See, one sentence. No person in the United States, no person, shall, on the grounds of race, color, national origin, be excluded from participation in, denied the benefits of, or subjected to discrimination under any program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. Again, unlike Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, and for those of you that are familiar with our non-discrimination policy, it prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, national origin, ethnicity, disability, genetic information, veteran status, there's pregnancy, sex, I think I forgot that important characteristic, gender identity, etc. This is just 3 under Title VI. That's all we're focused on today. The federal government is particularly focused on these 3. So, race, color, very narrow. National origin, think broadly. Shared ancestry is the space where we have seen the most activity from the federal government lately. Next slide. See, I just moved the purple words. Oh, back one slide. Cool. Discrimination. Seems easy, right? Discrimination, textbook definition, is denying access to, in our context, to employment or educational opportunity because of someone's race, color, or national origin, right? What's squishier is what is harassment, which is also prohibited as a piece of discrimination. Harassment means conduct that's so severe that it effectively limits someone's ability to participate in our education program or activity. So here's the visual. Imagine you're standing in the quad, and there's a group of people blocking the entrance to Waters Hall. They're standing there and they say, Blake, because of your race, color, and national origin, you cannot enter this building. And I have class in there, right? That's clear discrimination. Where it gets a little squishier is when there's a protest, when the quad is full of people that are chanting things that might be offensive or harmful to me based on my race, color, or national origin. Where is the line that says I should just shrug my shoulders, walk through the quad, and go to class? And when does that conduct of that group of people and engaging in protected First Amendment activity so severe that I should not reasonably be expected to have to endure that journey, right? That's the difference in discrimination and harassment. I can't tell you where the line is because it's gray, right? Okay, next slide. All right, so why is it different this year? A couple reasons. We have new federal guidance, and I think some of this is gonna hit home with some of you when you think about funding other student organizations. 2 pieces of general guidance. The U.S. Department of Education has issued a memo that is enjoined. However, I would caution you that the injunction doesn't really mean that they're not gonna still enforce the law. That has said, in 2023, the Supreme Court said we can't have race-conscious admissions in college, right? We don't have race-conscious admissions. That didn't directly impact K-State. What the federal government now is saying is that the logic of the Supreme Court and SFFA applies to all education program and activities at every college and university. So this is where you see the language coming in, that they are prohibiting purporting to prohibit DEI programs because they are perceived to exclude individuals, right? And this is also where you see a ban on, and as we'll see in the next piece, a ban on, quote, safe spaces. So we can talk about the definition of that. The Department of Justice guidance, not enjoined. The DOJ has gone even further than the Department of Education and expressed their own skepticism, not only on the Title VI grounds, but also including to discrimination on the basis of sex. So a couple key points. They're super skeptical of anything that provides a benefit. So what do we counter that with? We have an all-comers policy. Our student organizations are open to all. That needs to mean in 2025 two things. You're free to join. If you join, you have the right to participate fully. If you do not join, you're not subject to harassment or a hostile environment for your decision to not join. That can be organizations, and that can be cultural celebrations as well. All right, next slide. So what? So we know the federal government is skeptical of anything that provides a preference to someone based on race, color, national origin. What about free speech? It still exists. The Constitution has not changed. And it's worth acknowledging that speech can be harmful. And we as an institution still have an obligation to respond and to redress harm caused by permitted hate speech. So what is hate speech? One of my colleagues, I think, stood here and gave a whole presentation on hate speech last year. Hate speech is still speech that attacks a group of people based on a protected characteristic, their race, their sex, their ability, etc. This is really complicated. It's really complicated to try to balance the First Amendment with these new obligations, especially as it relates to expressive activities on campus.
The speaker's time has expired.
Senator Perry.
I move to extend the speaker's time by 4 minutes.
Second. Okay, speaker's time is extended.
Cool, next slide. All right, Title VI at K-State. What does this mean? Quick slide, then questions. We have these two obligations. One, we have to make sure that our opportunities are open to everyone. As you all know, through the student organization policy rewrite, we've relooked at what is a sponsored organization, what is an affiliated organization. If you have questions, we can talk about what the different rights are to individuals when they engage in protected speech in those contexts. Second, when there's a protest on campus, we know that the speech could be hurtful. So we have an opportunity to respond to reports of discrimination and to try to redress that harm. There's a list of resources that I know you all are aware of: police, the Office of Civil Rights and Title IX, formerly the Office of Institutional Equity, now known as CRICS. We have a campus demonstration and response team through the Office of Student Support and Accountability. And of course, there's a ton of resources, and you're welcome to share this slide deck linked on those slides. Questions?
Chair Shirky.
So I have a little bit of an involved question, but what happens if you have a student organization that has a certain subset of its activities where they are doing some sort of allowable selection, such as a merit-based selection, and the general organization is all admissions? The example that I'd give is a technical example of, let's say it's a design team that's doing a research project. The research project might be open to US persons only, but the team as a whole is there. Is that going to cause any problem with the way that we as a government should interact with that group?
What's the purpose of the restriction?
Any, like, maybe grant dependent or maybe research dependent on state law, just any?
Yeah, I think we'd have to know.
Does it depend on the purpose of the restriction?
Well, I think the purpose of the restriction is relevant to determine whether or not it's proper from a student affairs context, right? Whether or not it's something that we should logically permit for the well-being and participation of our students. The all-comers policy would suggest that's not permissible. whether or not federal law does. It's a little bit of a nuanced answer. There are contexts where we allow, for example, scholarships to be limited to U.S. citizens or legal permanent residents. But those two pieces come together. So most likely under the all-comers policy, under the policy analysis, which is separate from the legal analysis, that would not be a permissible restriction.
Any other questions? Commissioner Hoffman?
This may be a stupid one, but we have a student services fee, right? And that is funded entirely by students here at K-State. So I would say not by the federal government. So is any entity that is completely funded by those funds, are they still emboldened to Title VI?
Yeah, so the entity is Kansas State University, right? We can't segregate ourselves into these component parts because we're one legal entity. And we as an institution are a recipient of federal financial assistance, which applies for Title VI. And then, of course, under Title VII, I say, of course, sorry. This isn't a law school class. Under Title VII, we are a state agency, so we're also prohibited from discriminating as a state agency. So we can't segregate and carve out and say Title VI doesn't apply here because this funding is, right? The foundation can get away with some things because they're a nonprofit corporation. But we as an institution are fully subject to the Civil Rights Act.
Follow?
Sure.
Granted.
I believe the union is a somewhat not directly affiliated, so they could do something similar to.
Yeah, the K-State Student Union, K-State Athletics, Kansas State University Research Foundation, and a couple entities in VetMed are controlled by the institution. So the institution exerts either control of the board, is the single stockholder, or is what they call in Kansas the member. And so our controlled corporations are kind of like departments. While they have separate legal status, they still are subject to public civil rights laws. It's convoluted, I know.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you very much, Blake.
Thank you.
All right. So we will move into actually, are there any other first open period speakers? All right. We'll move into the approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes? Senator Springer.
I move to approve the minutes unanimously.
Second.
Any objections? All right, minutes stand approved. All right, so with that, we will go into the announcements. All right here. Member at large applications are still open. Share that application with your friends. To streamline communication to the comms agency, fill out the social media post request form. And then this week we are recognizing Senator Carson Rudd for going above and beyond and for stepping up in the Community Engagement Committee to keep operations running smoothly. Additionally, his hard work in recruiting new members for the Emerging Leaders Program has not gone unnoticed. We appreciate your commitment to growing and strengthening the membership in SGA. Round of applause. That's all you do, Carson. Okay. And our quote for the week is, if everybody is thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking. General George S. Patton. All right. So with that, we will move into accommodation. So is there a motion to consider Resolution 252624? Chair Black.
So moved. Second.
Will the author please come forward?
Resolution 252624. Authors Jacob Mitchell, sponsors Jordan Kramer, Joseph Lilly, Kaylin Phillips, and Philip Shirky. Whereas the Kansas State University Student Governing Association strives to recognize and commend the exemplary work of fellow university students, whereas the Concrete Canoe team has been a pillar of the Carl R. Ice College of Engineering since the 1970s, establishing a long-standing tradition of engineering innovation and excellence at the university. Whereas this highly successful design team is interdisciplinary, attracting and developing students from a variety of colleges, including the College of Education, College of Business, and multiple departments within the College of Engineering. Whereas The team provides its members with invaluable hands-on experience in engineering design, project management, technical writing, and public speaking, which advances their professional development and opens doors for networking with industry partners, whereas the team competes annually through the Mid-America American Society of Civil Engineers Student Symposium, whereas the Concrete Canoe team has demonstrated regional dominance by placing first overall and winning the symposium for 2 consecutive years, whereas the regional competition requires excellence across multiple disciplines, including superior performance in paddling, presenting a compelling business case for the canoe, submitting a comprehensive paper detailing the design process, and successfully demonstrating the structural integrity and design of the prototype. Whereas by winning the regional symposium, the team qualified to compete against the best teams globally at the International Concrete Canoe Competition held at California Polytechnic State University, where they placed 7th overall and 2nd in final product. Whereas the team has consistently shown high achievement on the global stage, qualifying for the international competition in 3 of the last 4 years. Be it resolved that Section 1, the Kansas State University Student Governing Association commends the ASCE Concrete Canoe team for their exceptional performance and high placement at both their regional and international competition. Upon passage by the Student Senate and signature of the student body president, a copy of this resolution shall be sent to sponsor and head of the Civil Engineering Department, Dr. Christopher Jones, head of the Architectural Engineering and Construction Sciences Department, Dr. Katie Lauchmiller, head of the Chemical Engineering Department, Dr. Stephen J. Eccles, Interim Dean of the College of Engineering, Dr. Bradley Kramer, Vice President for Student Life, Dr. Thomas Lane, and Kansas State University President, Dr. Richard Linton. So tonight we have some members. Oh, do we have to wait for it to like pass?
Real quick, are there any questions or corrections for the author? Parliamentarian Lilly?
There should be this is an econ. There should be an and at the end of line 35, and at the end of line 38, it should end with a period. And in 35, 7th and 2nd should not have superscripts.
Okay.
All right, any other questions or corrections? Chair Shirky?
I have a correction and a maybe correction I want parliamentarian to weigh in on. The maybe is on line 44, the semicolon. Is that a period or a semicolon? Semicolon. He shrugs, okay. The actual one is on line 51. Eccles' name is spelled wrong. The E comes before the L. Eccles? Yeah.
E comes before the L.
Yeah, so it's ECKELS.
All right, anything else? Is there a motion to approve Resolution 252624 unanimously? Chair Black.
So moved.
All right, any objections? Perfect. All right.
Yeah, so there's a few members from the Concrete Canoe team here tonight, so if they can come forward, and then we can have the officers just say a few words about their competition this year and last year.
Chair Shirky?
I move to suspend the rules to make sure that whatever they're doing is legal.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to stand up here.
Hey everybody, gonna try to keep it short, sweet, and not legal. Me and Campbell are the co-presidents of Concrete Canoe for this year. We've been involved in the year for the past few years. Around us are some of our other executive members on our team. Our team is comprised of 14 executive members, and we have 30 plus general members who come. That we always have at least 20 in attendance every Wednesday at our weekly meetings. Overall, this year we're doing a chess-themed canoe. So if you want to get checkmated, please come look at it when we're done. Overall, I'm going to hand it off to her and say thank you.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I guess thank you guys for recognizing us. It takes a lot of work, and all the things are definitely correct in the commendation. But yeah, Yay.
You might just have to bunch up like 3 or 4 in your back.
Sure.
Yeah, if you could maybe stack.
Yeah.
Maybe stack. Yeah, that's perfect. And then have one that you can Slice, can you guys squeeze a little?
All right, next up we have the approval of appointments. Is there a motion to consider Resolution 252625? Chair Black.
I move to refer Bill 252632 to the Community Engagement Committee.
You could have done that. Oh, well, you didn't, did you?
We did.
Oh, it just goes right.
It shouldn't be on the agenda.
Then we'll just ignore it.
32.
We did it, but I didn't tell anybody, so.
I'm not in the Senate exec one time.
So second, to refer it to the correct committee.
It's not under consideration right now.
Okay, so it's out of order. All right. Is there a motion to consider Resolution 252625? Senator Glasscock.
I would consider resolution 25.
Second.
Okay, will the author please come forward?
Resolution 252625, author Joseph Lilly, sponsors Evelyn Ediger. Whereas there are currently 3 vacancies for the position of student senator for the College of Health and Human Sciences, and whereas Mira Gurushankar, Mackenzie Loeb, and Charlotte Till have been nominated by the Health and Human Sciences Caucus in their capacity to fill the vacancy, be it resolved that the following individuals be approved as student senators for the College of Health and Human Sciences: Mira Gurushankar, Mackenzie Loeb, and Charlotte Till.
Are there any questions or corrections for the author? All right, seeing none, is there a motion to approve Resolution 25 unanimously? Chair Shirkey.
I move to approve resolution 25 unanimously.
Second.
All right, any objections? Okay, will Mira, Mackenzie, and Charlotte please come forward? Okay, so I'm going to read the oath of office, and then after I read this, you'll just say I will, and then I'll have you guys introduce yourselves. So, all right, I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute. Hold up your right hand. Sorry. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of Student Senate and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Kansas State University Student Government Association. So next up, we'll have you guys do is say name, major, hometown, and then your favorite smell.
I'm Charlotte Till. My major is nutrition and health. I'm from Douglas, Kansas, and it was my favorite smell. Vanilla, I guess.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Loeb. My major is health and nutrition too. I'm on a pre-med track, and I'm from Prairie Village, Kansas. My favorite smell is Christmas trees.
Hello, my name is Mira Gurushankar. I'm from Olathe, Kansas. My major is dietetics,
and my favorite smell is gasoline.
Oh, we're doing
All right, next up we have committee reports. Are there any committee chairs that would like to give a report tonight? Chair Lilly.
Same thing with the absences. I know a lot of people are gone tonight. There is a limit to excused absences and unexcused absences, being 6 and 3 respectively. There's also a limit to committee absences. If you miss 3 unexcused, you are eligible for expulsion. You can miss as many excused as the chair will let you, but at a certain point they have to hit quorum. And also, shout out to Wyatt for filling 3 seats this week. That was cool.
Okay, any other committee chairs? Chair Black.
Yeah, I don't typically talk too much about what the committee does, but the competitive sports club deadline is approaching. It is next Friday, I believe, October 24th. So be spreading the word to that if you know anybody that's in any competitive sports clubs, to really give them a nudge to get their applications in so we can fund them.
Any other committee chairs that would like to give a report? Are there any directors that would like to give a report tonight? Speaker Pro Tem Lee.
Hello. Welcome back. Almost pause day. Yay, hooray. Just 2 things on my mind here, or a couple things. Fill out that Senate Hangout form that Christian Pena did such lovely work with. That helps us plan some stuff in the future, just to get to know each other a little bit more, because the more we get to know each other, the better we work together. Isn't that cool? I know we have 35 spots available for the Kansas Leadership Center's Freedom of Expression event. I think Brady can talk to you a little bit more about that later. It's a really cool event. I went last year. Joseph Shepard led our session. Great guy running for city council down in Wichita. And there's just really cool leadership tools and skills that you can use, especially in today's really polarized political climate. I had a really great time, and so it's like an all-day thing in Wichita. So if you love Wichita, you'll love this event. So if you're interested in signing up, talk to me after Senate, or I know Delaney sent out an email with a sign-up form. So we'd love to fill up as many seats as we can. There's 35 spots left for any K-Staters who are interested in going. And then also donations for citations. You probably haven't heard that in a while, and it's still ongoing. So, but I know we're experiencing some bottlenecks with pickups, and so there's a lot of donations that haven't been picked up yet. So I would love a couple folks and me tomorrow morning. We can tackle that together. I don't know if you are interested in helping me do this tomorrow. Just come talk to me afterwards. But yeah, what's up?
Commissioner Hoffman.
Are we gonna get that wonderful volunteer sign up sheet that we did last year?
Maybe. So update on that. So I am no longer taking charge of the donations for citations, since we have a basic needs director in the exec branch that is going to oversee that. So I think she's cooking something up that will be rolled out soon. So hopefully it'll be something similar to the effect. But we're trying to expand it to where it's not just senators and SGA members who are volunteering, but folks if you're in Greek houses and you need volunteer hours, that's a way for you to get service hours as well. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. But just volunteers for tomorrow to help me pick up. It's gonna be a lot. I don't know how much, but I know it's a lot. So we'll come talk to me afterwards, and we can figure out a time to meet at the parking garage. But yeah. Anything else?
All right, any other directors that would like to give a report? All right, seeing none, we'll move into our approval of allocations. All the allocations were referred favorably from the Student Allocations Committee, 10 to 0 to 0. Is there a motion to approve the allocations? Chair Shirkey.
I move to approve the allocation.
Point of information, they were amended in committee.
Okay. Do you want to come forward and clarify that?
Withdrawn until
It's no big deal, but we just changed some of the language up top to reflect the changes we made to the statutes. The committee did not choose to change the amounts recommended, though. Questions?
Chair Shirky.
No, this is not a question, this is a motion for the thing. So I move to approve these 3 allocations to you. There's 3 in the approval. What? I move to approve all of the pending allocations.
One of the allocations is not in order. It was put on the agenda on accident. It got referred to from SAC to CEC, who now has to deal with it. And then CEC will send it back because SAC no longer does the allocations, that type of allocation. So there's only 2. I don't know which, Matt, which 2?
Is early.
30 and 31, isn't that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Chair Shirky.
All right. I move to approve those allocations unanimously.
Okay, any objections? Okay. Bills 25, 26, 30, and 31 stand approved. All right, so we'll move into final action. Sorry, let me flip. All right, we have Resolution 25, 26, 23, recommendation to Kansas State University for Applied Learning Experiences up first. Will the author please come forward? Were there any changes made in committee?
The only things that, there's a list of sponsors that were added. That's the only change that I'm aware of.
Okay, you have first rights to debate.
Yeah, so I think this resolution is an important thing for students to share with our administration and with people on campus that we're in support of applied learning experiences. As we've seen, I think applied learning is a great thing that's going to help students, not really going to be anything that's going to add additional costs and just be something that gives us a better experience at K-State.
Thank you. Seeing as that was debate in the positive, is there any debate in the negative? Commissioner Hoffman.
Hi guys, I think as the resident old person, it's my job to say no to a lot of things. And so I think this bill in applied learning I like the idea of it. I think applied learning experiences are cool. I think it gives students the ability to do a lot of things. My concern with this bill is not that at all. It's that we're giving another requirement to students which may potentially prevent them from graduating, or to anybody that is working while in school, adding another barrier to graduation, that they're now in a 45-hour required thing that they're not able to get out of, that they have to do, which could potentially prevent them from being in school. So yeah, that's why I'm voting no. I think it is cool. I think it would be better if it was optional. Thank you.
Seeing as that was debate in the negative, is there any debate in the positive? Chair Lilly.
As the resident older person, I think engineers have senior design, which obviously this would be covered by our senior design, but it is also the most useful class we take because we are taking all of the things you do in the field and doing them before we actually go out into the field. I think that that's really important for every major because while you can know like all the theory and all the cool things behind it, if you don't know how to apply it, that becomes pretty tough when you get hired and they ask you to do something and then someone has to show you anyway.
Seeing as that was debate in the positive, is there further debate in the negative? Is there any further debate in the positive? Senator Pena. Oh, well. Senator Rudd.
There we go.
Senator Rudd.
Point of information for the author.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is KBOR not mandating applied learning experiences for Kansas institutions?
So this is a university initiative, but it has been approved by the Board of Regents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Senator Rudd?
Okay. This is debate in the positive.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I've had the privilege of listening to a few presentations over applied learning experiences, not only the one that happened in Senate, but also I'm a St. Louis School ambassador, and they came in and gave us a quick presentation about that as well. And so, like a previous speaker has mentioned, maybe this would include another barrier to graduation for students, but that is simply not the idea behind this. In that presentation that was shared with us, anything from a work experience on campus, an internship, whether that's in Manhattan during semesters or in the summer, or even work within student organizations can all be counted towards your applied learning experience. It just comes down to making sure that you're registered for the course and taking the appropriate measures in order to set those goals for yourself and really apply what you're learning and that experience to what you're doing in the future and reflecting on those experiences. So there's plenty of avenues that many students are already participating in on campus right now that they can use as an applied learning experience. So if that's a thought of this will either increase money for students or put a barrier to graduation, I feel like that's simply not the case.
Seeing as that was a debate in the positive, is there further debate in the negative? Is there any further debate in the positive? Is there any further debate at all? All right. We will now move into a hand vote on resolution 252623. All in favor, please raise your placards now. Proxies raised 2. All opposed, same sign. All right, resolution stands approved. All right, next up we have Bill 252629, an amendment to the Strategic Oversight Committee bylaws. That was referred favorably from Strategic Oversight 7-0 to 0. Will the author please come forward? Were there any changes made in committee?
No, there were not, Madam Speaker.
All right, you have first rights to debate.
When this went before SOC, we had a very productive debate. I stepped back, let the vice chair take over, and the members talked about, what does this mean, and like continuing to work with the executive branch. The important part about this is that even though it is removing the statutory requirement on our side, we're no longer dragging in a member of the executive branch to one of our Senate committees. We still have that executive involvement. We have that in 2 areas, the leadership, so that's the chief of staff, reference here, well as the president, vice president, meet with our officer corps in Senate exec. On top of that, cabinet directors who are pursuing joint plans with senators still just attend strategic oversight when it's necessary for their mission, and they're in our communications channels. So all this is doing is it's just updating the governing docs to reflect the actual reality of the situation, which is that this isn't a chief of staff level thing. This is a director level thing. That's all.
Seeing as that was debate in the positive, is there any debate in the negative? Is there any further debate in the positive? Is there any further debate at all? All right, and with that, we will move into a roll call vote on Bill 252629. Speaker Pro Tem Lee will take it away.
1 second. Okay. Alvarez.
Yes.
Barnes. Benson.
Yes.
Black.
Yes.
Biswell.
Yes, by proxy.
Brown Logan.
Yes.
Brown Wyatt.
Yes, by proxy.
Carey.
Yes.
Koch.
Yes, by proxy.
Dunn. Dominguez.
Yes.
Erickson.
Yes.
Freeman. Freeman. Emily. Okay. George. Griffith.
Yes, by proxy.
Glasscock.
Yes.
Guru Shankar.
Yes.
Gotcha. Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
George, yes.
Oh, yes, George. I got you, Maya. Yep. Haug. Halstead.
Yes.
Heller.
Yes, by proxy.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Holmes.
Yes.
Holzmeister. Hoffman.
Yep.
Kramer. Kraus.
Yes.
Karina Rathna. Karuna Rathna. Jacobson.
Abstain by proxy.
Hassan Shakib. Hassan Shakib. Landwehr.
Yes, by proxy.
Lily.
Yes.
Loeb.
Yes.
Gotcha. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
Great. Mickey.
Yes.
Mitchell.
Yes.
Olingunju. Olingunju.
Olagunju is here, sorry.
Yeah, are you voting yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. O'Malley. Oh, sorry. Get rid of that one. Otto.
Yes, by proxy.
Pena. Pena.
Yes, by proxy.
Perry.
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes.
1 second. Palenko Castro.
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Prey.
Yes.
Rafferty. Rafferty. Richburg.
Yes.
Richenberg.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes, by proxy.
Rudd.
Yes.
Scarborough.
Yes.
Shellhaze.
Yes.
Shirky.
Yes.
Shasavari.
Yes.
Solis.
Yes.
Was that a no?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Springer.
Good.
Sushanik.
Yes, by proxy.
Till.
Yes.
Trump.
Yes.
Sacco.
Yes.
Okay. Has every senator had a chance to vote?
I just wanted to clarify that Barnes voted yes. I did not say it.
Yeah, I gotcha. Has every senator had a chance to vote? Does any senator wish to change their vote? Seeing none, Bill 25, 26, 29 passes 46 to 1 to 1.
All right, wonderful. All right, next up, we will move into the introduction of allocations. Is there a motion to consider the allocations? Senator Glasscock.
I move to consider the allocations.
All right, will the author of Bill 25, 26, 33 please come forward? What? Oh, Chair Lilly?
I move to allow the author to summarize this.
Second.
This first one here is 25, 26, 33 FY26 student allocations to the Institute of Industrial Systems Engineers. They will be traveling to their regional conference in College Station, Texas. Let's see. I didn't write down how many members are going, but they requested 1,000. I think they have like 12 people going, if I remember correctly, and they were recommended $1,000.
Any question? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
Any questions or corrections for the author? All right, seeing none. Are you all also the author of Bill 34?
Yeah.
Okay.
25, 26, 34, student allocation to Engineers Without Borders, KSU chapter. This is two different projects included on the same bill, just for your information. They're going to like the same place or like a similar place, not like the exact same. But for one, they will be installing sanitation equipment, and then for another one, they will be doing clean drinking water filtration. They requested $13,600, but they were only recommended $1,600 because there's 4 people traveling per each project.
Any questions or corrections for the author? All right, thanks. All right, and next step for introduction of legislation, is there a motion to consider Bill 25, 26, 35? Chair Shirky.
So moved.
Second.
All right, will the author please come forward? Is there a motion to allow the author to summarize? Senator Springer.
I move to allow the author to summarize. Second.
SBI presented to us, they went basically through how their employment structure has changed. They've hired new people and had people leave. They presented a 0%, 3%, and 5% increase, and we determined that a 4% increase would be the most fair option. So it is a flat 4% increase over the 3 years. Yeah.
All right, are there any questions or corrections for the author? Chair Shirky.
Yeah, I have a question. Can you speak to the committee's reasoning on why it went with a proposal that was not specifically one of their original plans, 0, 3, or 5? Why was that compromise necessary?
because we looked at what they could do with a 3 and 5% increase, and we wanted something specific that was a little bit more than a 3% increase and a little bit less than a 5, which leaves us with one round number. But if you go to, oh, that's me.
Good work.
Anyway, we added the requirement that they have an SGA advisor as a full-time employee. So 3% gets a part-time SGA advisor, and we want someone whose main position is to advise SGA. So we're requiring that their main role is to provide support, and they have to be paid as a full-time employee. They can do other things, because obviously advising us is not necessarily a full-time job. But we did, after Amy left, need to get that position filled. So that's what that 4% is going towards.
Madam Speaker, a follow-up.
Granted.
So, because I was under the impression that, like all student orgs, we had an advisor. Is this more of like a financial position, or is this?
Yes. So we have an advisor. We had Amy, and Amy provided a lot of support for us beyond what her job required. So when she switched to another role, we lost that extra support that we had. So now we're just kind of requiring that we do get that extra support, because I know the workload for me has increased a lot. I would imagine it has for Andrew also, now that Amy has left. And we also don't have kind of that institutional knowledge carryover that can get missed whenever you're just doing it student to student, year over year. Instead, we could have someone that kind of just like has all of that background knowledge and can share why we do things the way we do them and kind of the specifics for that, so it doesn't get missed year over year.
Thank you.
Any other questions or corrections for the author? All right. Thank you very much. All right, and with that, we will move into second open period. Are there any second open period speakers? Wow. Oh, Senator Zacka.
I very quickly wanted to give a little update on emerging leaders. This upcoming Monday is legislative week, so we're having them meet in here. And if any of you guys would like to come and speak on your experience, how you got to your current role, they're very interested in like everyone's path. I know Brady in your presentation was very helpful. He was like, I started here and now I'm president, and like everyone's path looks different to become a senator or whatever you're going to do, and that really fascinates them for some reason. So if you guys would like to come and kind of maybe mingle after, if we have time, we can have people come up and speak. But if that's something you're interested in, please let me know, or just show up in here on Monday, either 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 or both.
All right. Thank you very much, Katie. Commissioner Hoffman?
Two things. Nah, just the one, really. K-State Econ Club, we're going to be releasing the student price index here pretty shortly. Sadly, there's been an increase in prices of beer and pizza. So I know that really hurts everybody here. Also, so be on the lookout for that. There is a quote from a certain someone about the recent hot dog price increases in athletics. So I just want everybody to be aware and on the lookout for that. Thank you.
Thanks for your important work. Appreciate it. All right. Are there any other second open period speakers? Fire. All right. Let's move into Senate shout-outs. Speaker Pro Tem Lee. What?
Okay. It's not on me. I thought you were saying we're going to roll call.
Oh, no. No.
Okay. We have 9 responses today.
Sorry, guys.
Slacking.
Sorry, Sam's not here.
It's okay. Shout out to destroying Senate. Shout out to destroying Senate furniture. I know, it's okay. They're okay. Shout out to Andrew and Evelyn for building the concrete canoe. Yep, I would love to be in the concrete canoe team. Shout out to O'Malley EU. Shout out to the new senators. Yay, yay, yay. Shout out to the resident unks in the room. Shout out to the canoe team. Shout out to Max's So Moved didn't get the recognition it deserved. I thought it was funny, Diva. Yes, Max, you're very funny. Shout out to Andrew's goofy face and fall during the pick with the canoe team. And shout out to increase the pizza and beer prices. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, I completely forgot. I deleted the ones earlier. Shout out to Senator Mickey dressed like Bill Snyder tonight. And shout out to everyone and their mama having a proxy. Thank you.
Okay. All right, and for reference of legislation, Bill 252635 will be referred to the Student Services Fee Committee, and then Bill 252633 and 34 will be referred to the Student Allocations Committee. All right, finally, we will have second roll call whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Take it away.
Okay. Alvarez.
Here.
Benson.
Here.
Black.
Here.
Brown. Logan.
Here.
Carey.
Here.
Dunn. Dominguez.
Here.
Erickson.
Here.
Freeman. She's still on Zoom. Yeah, she is. Okay. George.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Glasscock.
Here.
Guru Shankar.
Here.
Haug. Halstead.
Here.
Hernandez.
Here.
Holmes.
Here.
Holzmeister. Hoffman.
Here.
Kramer. Karina Rathna. Kraus.
Here.
Hassan Shakib. Is he on Zoom? No. Okay. Lily. Here. Loeb.
Here.
Mickey.
Here.
Mitchell.
Here.
Olingunju.
Here.
Thanks. Pena. Oh, sorry, my bad. Perry.
Here.
Phillips.
Here.
Blanco Castro.
Here.
Potter.
Here.
Prey.
Here.
Rafferty. Richburg.
Here.
Richenberg.
Here.
Rogers. Rudd.
Here.
Scarborough.
Here.
Shellhaze.
Here.
Shirky.
Here.
Shasavari.
Here.
Solis.
Here.
Till. Springer.
Here.
Trump.
Here.
Zacco.
Here. All right, is there a motion for adjournment? Senator Glasscock.
Move to adjourn until same time, same place next week.
Second. All right, all in favor, please raise your placards now. Proxies raised 2. All opposed, same sign. Meeting adjourned. Have a great pause weekend, everyone. See you all next week. Safe travels if you're going
What's
home.
everyone doing tonight?
Thanks for being here.
Day?
Sorry.
What's everyone going for pause?
We have important work to do. I value you all very much.
I got a mic and I didn't use it.
I know.
You still can. Good time.